Hey Taurus, welcome to your mid-month reading. I'm so happy to be back with you. You all were so wonderful in the past two readings. The birthday reading, of course. We're still at the end. We're just at the end of Taurus season. So for a few of you, I'm wishing you a happy birthday as we move toward Gemini season. And then that early May reading got a lot of attention. So I won't tell if you won't tell, but I feel like you're my favorite children. Some of you said, can I call you mom? Because it feels like you got preachy with me there. Absolutely. And though I like to say I don't play favorites, we don't have to tell the others. Okay. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do hope you'll consider joining us here by subscribing. And for those who are returning, seriously, y'all blew the lid off this place last week and the week before. So I'm back. I'm going to bring you some messages to you from... Oh, man. Don't get old, guys. I cannot even remember. What is the title of this book? Wisdom of the Oracle. Clearly, I'm neither wise nor an oracle. Okay, masculine gets come to the edge. Card 36. Beautiful. Come to the edge. Almost feels a little like the Fool, right? Getting out of your comfort zone. Getting ready to leap off the cliff. Whew. And then the feminine gets, can't even orchestrate this, chaos and conflict. So, and it's card 33, very sacred number. It's a master number. We don't reduce it. 30. In fact, I think I just today got 3:33 on the clock, and I screenshot all that stuff as proof to myself that there's such a thing as synchronicity. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but look at this. This is very interesting. Come to the edge does feel like you're moving out of a sense of stability into a little bit of chaos and uncertainty. And the Divine Feminine backs that up. So, FYI, we now have 5 planets retrograde at this very moment. Pluto, Saturn, Venus, Jupiter. Yeah. So, chaos and conflict makes perfect sense. Even though it's card 33, it shows up, the chaos and conflict shows up in the form of the 5s, right? 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. The 5s in the tarot are your hint that you're not on terra firma anymore. Oh my gosh. I am in a kind of kooky mood. I'm going to pull one card here for beautiful Taurus. I'm pulling from the Goddess Power Oracle, mainly because Venus just went retrograde, and I'm feeling like, Venus is the goddess of love. I'm feeling like we could use a little goddess boost, like a booster shot, Let's see what the Goddess Power wants to say to the beautiful Taurians watching today. This is not really date or time specific, but when you have 5 planets retrograde at the time that you're making, you're drawing on the energies, it will show up. So I don't care if you're watching this reading a year from now, if you're feeling a negative pull from this reading or a strong energetic pull from the reading, it's likely because of the retrogrades. Okay. Wow, we get Kuan Yin in reverse. She is the goddess of compassion. Yeah. When it's in reverse, it is an alignment message, card 26. So I'll show it to you upright because it's a really beautiful card. And then I'll read it to you because it's a lot. Whew. Kuan Yin, are you feeling overwhelmed by all the suffering in the world? And you can't imagine how you could possibly make a difference. Do you feel hopeless over how we treat nature and each other? The goddess Kuan Yin knows that this is an important time of reckoning and reordering, but wants you to be careful not to fall into a pit of despair. chaos and conflict, right? Don't fall into the despair of that chaotic energy. If you allow the media to fill your mind with a constant barrage of what's wrong in the world, you will become numb and unable to move. The good news is in your alignment task. First, focus your mind locally. Your choice is not to save the whole world, but to bring your attention to where you can help. Even the smallest step toward a greater compassion is huge. Educate yourself about cultural issues and be better and more conscious and sensitive about your choices. Lend a helping hand to someone in need, volunteer your time, and choose one act of random kindness daily to help alleviate suffering. Do what you can and make that count. Always ask in your work, your relationships, and in your community, how will what I do serve others well? Remember, if you don't get it right, you can always course correct. With commitment, you will add more beauty to the world. That is your calling card, Taurus. Beauty is your calling card. Everyone is learning right now, and Kuan Yin reminds you to be kind to yourself too as you accept your role in birthing a new world into being. Wow, and look at the beautiful crown. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. This is a tall order for you, Taurus, but I believe energetically you can pull this off. You counterbalance the chaos and conflict with paying it forward or showing gratitude and helping others that are in more need than you are. Coming to the edge for the masculine, whether the masculine is the Taurus here or is the divine counterpart to a feminine Taurus, coming to the edge, right? Really exposing yourself to, making yourself vulnerable. There. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Woo! I got all kind of spirit chills off Kuan Yin there. Compassion. Got to show it to yourself first. Got to be compassionate toward yourself first. What say you for Taurus? Justice. Wow. Well, we start off with a bang here. Masculine. As I'm reading this, my intention is divine masculine energy shows up here. Divine feminine energy shows up here. That is not attached to gender. That is not what twin flame divine feminine and masculine energies are about. Because we all have both energies inside of us. At any one point in time, one of those energies may be more dominant in the connection than the other. Two ways to tell. One is the masculine is always the one that's more yang, more action-oriented, the one pushing their agenda. The divine feminine is the one that's more yin, allowing things to go organically, waiting for things to come to them, more receptive. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. That's the point. So for those of you who are going to go in the comments and tell me I'm sexist, I'm not sexist. You misunderstand twin flame divine counterpart energy. Plain and simple. So I'm saying this is divine masculine and this side is divine feminine. If you feel like got everything right but the energy's reversed, just flip it. It's okay. This is a general reading for the collective. So for some of you it will come through reversed. It doesn't invalidate the reading. Just flip the energies around. As long as it fits and you're not forcing it, we're good. Justice for this masculine. This is the energy of balance and fairness, right? Come to the edge, chaos and conflict. It's going to take some stability, some balance, some fairness. This is also a card of Libra, so it is about beauty too. Libra is also about beauty, and they find beauty in balance and harmony. This is also a card of formalized legal processes. So there could be somebody in this collective who is dealing with divorce right now or some formalized legal process. Feminine shows up in the energy of the Ten of Pentacles. Life partnership. Abundance. Right? The big enchilada. The great kahuna. This is everything coming to fruition in harmony and balance and love and beauty and abundance and stability. So I love that. It's a great way to kick off here, Taurus. Ten of Pentacles is earth energy, so that feels very favorable. Coming through for Taurus here. What's coming through for Taurus? For those of you who have not yet watched the birthday reading, it's a couple readings back for Taurus. Just either scroll down on the channel. Wow, look at this. Past life soulmate right there. Or go through the playlists and look for the earth readings. You'll find it there. Or just scroll down. It's only a couple, it's like 2 weeks, 2 readings back for Taurus. Boom. Ace of Wands. Whew. There's the Fool. There's the come to the edge. I knew it. Nailed it. Oh my gosh. I feel there are enough of you here that are very kind that when the haters show up, you'll set them straight. Feminine, wow. In the past, laid down a burden. Now, in the energy of a lot of introspection here, really connecting. This is such a spiritual card, connecting to your higher self, but like in an energy of, it's almost being suspended in animation. It can feel like stuck energy, but what it really is delaying gratification and enduring a bit of a sacrifice while waiting for the enlightenment. See the halo on his head, waiting for the enlightenment. Right? From the connection to the higher self, to spirit. And then you get to manifest your ships coming in. It's a process. So let's go through it. I really like it already. Feels like, interestingly enough, it feels like some stuff has been released since the last reading. Could be a brand new group of Taurians that I'm reading for. Justice, masculine showing up in the energy of justice. Fairness and balance with regard to some karmic energy. Yeah. A new begin. Like the pages are fresh starts, fresh start and passion, and then it just kind of jumps into the ace. There's been a lot of fear around this. Maybe some measure of uncertainty or insecurity is kind of underneath the surface. For those who are new, when I pull from under the deck, it's kind of outside of this person's conscious awareness, but it is motivating their behavior because it's just beneath the surface, kind of bubbling up into conscious awareness. So it could be that this is a masculine. For some of you, this is a masculine who is either in the process of divorce, just got divorced, or is formalizing an end with this devil energy. Devil energy is nothing more sometimes than karmic patterns that just kind of repeat over and over and over again. And it does feel that way to me. It feels like this masculine is formalizing an end, right? The Justice card has the sword in one hand and the scales in the other, and it can almost be a cutting loose from. We often call it the divorce card. So for those of you who are not a masculine getting divorced, or who are a feminine and their masculine isn't in that kind of situation, it can just be a formalized approach to a return to balance in the face of that devil energy. Devil energy doesn't have to be anything nefarious. It can just be karmic pull, a temptation. Someone else tempting them out. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be anything really horrible. And because it's clarified by the Page of Wands, I almost feel like this masculine is saying, okay, I've got this all settled up now. Right? I've got that settled up. Now I can make a fresh start and deliver a message of passion, but I'm nervous. It's bringing all my insecurities up to the surface. Six of Cups in the past. So there was a pretty big blow up with the past life soulmate. That tower brought some things down. What wasn't on stable ground. Four of Cups, emotional detachment here. So maybe a rejection or rejecting the past life soulmate. Clarity. Ace of Swords. Divine gift. Insight. Knowledge. Wisdom. Something gained from this tower moment. Couple other ways to go with that, but I'm just gonna stay with that for a moment, because now this masculine is an Ace of Wands energy in the connection. So up here's how they show up. This is past, present, future, past, present, future. So I almost feel like presently this, you know, and past can be last week. So it could be a decade ago. It's up to your storyline. Ace of Wands feels like reignition of a flame of passion here. Sometimes it's brand new, and this could be a brand new beginning for this masculine. Persevering, working to overcome a challenge. Lots of overwhelm here. Wow. There's the Six of Cups again. Okay. So I do feel that I have it right, that because the Six of Cups comes out twice, I feel like this is a reignition. This masculine hasn't given up on this past life soulmate. Something blew up between you in the past, caused a little bit of rejection or friend zoning or just emotional detachment. But that whole thing brought some measure of, you know, divine clarity and insight to this masculine who's now saying, I understand what fairness and balance means. You know, I can't be tempted by this energy of the past. And I do feel that it's energy of the past. And they're working to get the balance, you know, to get stability under them, even though it's the Justice card. It feels like it is about balance born out of stability and clarity, cutting something else out that was toxic or not serving them. Page of Wands, just a flicker of the flame, and here's the whole big flame, and not giving up. Not giving up on this connection, even though it's causing some emotional overwhelm. Seven of Cups. Hoping this whole thing isn't just a fantasy. That can also be part of the moon situation. A little bit of worry. Is what I think is there really there? Or is it an illusion? A bit of an illusion. But, you know, it's all about this Six of Cups. It's about the past life soulmate. So I love that that kind of comes out to say that I'm talking about the right thing and wanting to communicate about it. So underneath, getting ready to communicate, getting ready to try to reignite the torch of passion between the masculine and this feminine. A little overwhelmed, little scared, and wanting to communicate. And then we've got this Fool coming up in the future. Like I said, it could be tomorrow, it could be a year. I mean, you all got different timelines. Fool energy, elemental air, beautiful Aquarian energy here. Yeah. Jumping in as the masculine that they are. Wow. Jumping in the driver's seat, taking control, getting in that I'm moving forward toward the yang energy as I described. Yes, choosing the path. Underneath, they know the two paths are before me. I can go either way. I'm moving toward the feminine. I just feel that. I just feel it. So who came to play? We've got Justice, Libra. We've got the Devil, Capricorn. The Moon is Pisces. We have the Tower, Aries. We have Aquarius and more Aries. Aries twice. That's significant for some of you. So now looking at the feminine side, Ten of Pentacles, showing up in that energy of, yeah, there it is. Judgment. Answering the call of the connection with the past life soulmate. This is very aligned. ready for life partnership. This is also a card of second chances, redemption, forgiveness, reunion, reconciliation, all of it. Card of Scorpio there. It's beautiful. I feel like, yeah, here's what it's all riding on. 10 of Cups underneath the deck. So this is a feminine who is motivated by the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. It's all wrapped up together here. And here's this reunion, reconciliation card, forgiveness, second chances, answering the call of the connection with the past life soulmate. That's pretty heavy. It sounds like this is a feminine who's very ready for the next level of this connection. And I see a masculine who's processing all the emotions and isn't giving up, is a little overwhelmed and a little nervous, but in the end pulls it out. Just goes over the cliff. Yep. Got my parachute packed and off I go, choosing the path. Feminine in the past, it was 10 of Wands. Just too much to carry, too much of a burden. Yep, whatever it was, over and out. Over and out. Done. Oh, gosh, that just brought my energy to a screeching halt, because and not for any other reason than it feels like it's really been brutal. For those of you that say, yep, that's exactly what it is, please know I'm sending my love, because it just feels it feels dramatic and heavy and painful, and almost for some of you like you just barely got out of Dodge in the nick of time. Just barely figured shit out in the nick of time. And now that's why the delayed gratification. That's why the suspended animation, because we are all the wiser now. And we are now in that spiritual energy. And I'm not sure that this 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords is about this person. I'm not sure of that at all. But whatever it is, it's over. That chapter is over. That burden, that pain is done. 10s are completion. Now drop the 0 off. We go back to a 1. Where do we go? Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Already here in the reading. Big lessons were learned. But you're past it now. Hanged Man. For those of you who are showing up as the feminine here to watch, that's why I'm saying you. Yeah, delaying gratification because you want, yeah, this is like 10 of Pentacles again. Comes out twice here. I am very crystal clear that I am talking to a divine counterpart connection where the feminine is set. I know what I want. I will accept no substitutions. Divine partner from past life, could be past life in this incarnation, can be past life if you subscribe to that kind of a connection. But what I'm saying is this is a feminine who is not accepting anything other than 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. That's what you want, and you're willing to wait for it. 5 to delay gratification and make a sacrifice. I'm not suffering fools anymore. Those days are done. You know what you want. You have your mind set on it. Yes, and there is a reconciliation in the future that you're aiming for. You want reconciliation, peace, truce. This is a card of victory. So it could be reconciliation with this masculine. It could just be reconciliation. I feel it's with this masculine. I feel because we have the past life soulmate card twice on this side and we have it over here. So I'm just going to say I'm talking to divine counterparts. And now I'm feeling that the tower that came down is with this person because we see the ending here. And I do see this withdrawal here, this Four of Cups, the pulling back, the either friend zoning or complete rejection. And I'm seeing a feminine saying, yeah, I'm accepting no substitutions. If I have to sacrifice, I'm going to sacrifice. When I say sacrifice and delayed gratification in the same sentence, what do you think it's about? And underneath the deck, this is a feminine who has all the tools at her disposal, everything in her little toolkit to manifest what she wants. When I say she, I shouldn't say that. I keep getting called out for that. My apologies. Whatever this feminine wants, they can manifest. I get tripped up so darn easy. Three of Wands. What ships are coming in for this feminine? Wow, Seven of Swords and the Fool. Okay, so here's what I have to say about this. Here's the Fool, here's the Fool. This masculine is shifting into the energy of the Emperor, going all in, choosing a path, moving forward. It's perfect. Feminine is calling that the ships are coming in, but there's some measure, there's something that isn't going to be on the level, or this is a feminine who could fool themselves. The Seven of Swords doesn't always have to be liar, cheater, stealer. You can be, head faking yourself. So that's what I feel, because you're manifesting this Fool, but is it really what you want? Are you really wanting to go all in? Are you ready? Is that what you want? Because it's coming toward you. So I feel like the Seven of Swords is less of a warning about this person and more of a, hey, be careful what you ask for, because it's about to come your way, and don't fool yourself about it. Don't fool yourself about it. I see some resistance here underneath the deck. So, right. So when it shows up at your doorstep, ready to go all in, and you're like, oh, I don't know, right? That's because you haven't really thought it all the way through, and you're not being truthful with yourself. So I see this as positive. I don't see it as a negative. I see it as, hey, if hindsight were 20/20, we'd all have perfect lives. This is your hindsight. This is telling you what you keep saying you're trying to manifest is about to show up at the doorstep. Is it what you really want? Are you ready to go all in? Because you will not get the chance to pull back and expect this person to keep pursuing you. I'm just calling it like I see it. You may not appreciate my life experience and wisdom, but I'm trying to tell you something out of love and care and concern and compassion for both parties. If this is speaking to you, the link to the extended is below. You know the drill. For those who are new, I'll just let you know what I do next is I pull 3 cards now for the connection. I bring the two of you together and look at you together more holistically instead of separately. What is this masculine not saying, but that the feminine needs to know? What is the feminine not saying that the masculine needs to know? So those are kind of energetic messages. Then I'm going to pull a card for Taurus, a message to you from your higher self, spirit of the universe. That often comes through as either confirmation or advice, clarification, sometimes a warning. You in danger, girl. And then I've got the outcome card and timing if it's a factor. Please know I'm sending you love and positive energy as we move through all the retrogrades, which are going to be with us for most of the summer. So hang tough, Taurus. I love you. See you on a future reading. Bye.